Hello everyone and welcome to this Product Inspiration series. I am François, VP Software Partner Strategy in the SAP Industries and Customer Experience Product Success team. Today, I am joined by Jason from Coveo. In this episode, we are excited to discuss the latest product innovations and enhancements of the Coveo platform, which delivers AI search and generative answering experiences. Coveo is integrated with SAP Commerce Cloud and SAP Service Cloud. To kick things off, Jason, could you tell us why Coveo invested in this new partnership and the integrations with SAP Commerce Cloud and SAP Service Cloud?
Yes, absolutely. First of all, thanks for having me today, François. The partnership between Coveo and SAP starts from the customer. Some of the world's largest enterprises trust SAP with their business processes. The same is true for Coveo, where we've built a platform focused on satisfying complex enterprise requirements. Coveo offers AI search, recommendations, and generative answering to drive true business value. We believe that having the same AI platform for both commerce and service is critical to providing the best experience across the entire customer journey, not just when customers are looking to make a purchase. You need to help customers find what they need as they search and browse, but also build loyalty with a great service and support experience. This is the holy grail for CX. We measured firsthand the incremental revenue that Coveo drove on our customers' commerce storefronts, many of whom already used SAP Commerce. Therefore, we worked closely with SAP to develop out-of-the-box integrations with Commerce Cloud to scale this to more customers. We are now expanding our partnership by developing integrations to bring Coveo's capabilities to agents through SAP Service Cloud's Agent Console, plus implementing Coveo on customers' self-service support portals.
Wow, that's impressive, Jason. Now, let's dive into the concrete scenarios that Coveo offers with this solution. Can you give us some examples? Could you share some customer stories involving SAP and Coveo? How can customers benefit from this new solution?
Certainly. On the commerce side, Coveo uses a combination of AI models to return relevant product ranking and facets. We layer insights from popularity and intent-based models to optimizing for business metrics such as profitability. This doesn't just have to be products in the search experience. Coveo offers a unified index with a suite of connectors to bring other types of content. One of our joint customers in Espresso, the Espresso Coffee Specialist, does this really well. They use Coveo on their SAP Commerce storefront to return products, recipes, and FAQs based on the customer's query, all in the same search interface. Overall, personalized search, product listings, and recommendations make it easier for customers to find the right products quickly and effortlessly, in turn driving conversions and significant revenue uplifts for your business. Coveo for Commerce is built on one platform that also powers service. Coveo's index combines knowledge across various enterprise-wide sources. We have over 30 out-of-the-box connectors to popular enterprise applications, from SharePoint to YouTube. Leveraging this full knowledge set increases the likelihood of customers finding answers through search and recommendations on self-service sites, in turn reducing case submissions to your support teams. A Coveo-powered component can also be integrated into SAP Service Cloud's Support Agent Console, helping agents search through this full enterprise knowledge base to help them resolve cases faster. Our latest innovation is in the generative AI space, Coveo Relevance Generative Answering. In the same search interface, Coveo can generate answers grounded on passages found in the relevant search results, helping customers find answers to questions quickly. Another one of our joint customers is the Chamberlain Group, who design and engineer gate entry systems and garage door openers for both residential and commercial users. They do a great job of unifying the commerce and service experience. Through Coveo, they are able to make service knowledge discoverable on their SAP Commerce storefront. An example of this is when customers click on the help option on a product detail page. They are served with an in-page search widget powered by Coveo, preloaded with relevant user manuals based on the product being viewed. This helps Chamberlain truly serve customers wherever they are at in their journey.
That sounds like a game changer for businesses, and it's very convincing. Now, let's move on to the final question. We are very curious about where the road is going. What do you predict regarding the future of AI in a CX context? As you know, SAP is doubling down on AI with its new SAP Business AI unit. Are there any highlights planned that leverage generative AI? How do you ensure that you deliver business value using this promising technology, which is generating significant hype right now?
Great question. Coveo has always been at the cutting edge of AI, taking advantage of the best capabilities brought by each field. Whether it's through machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, and lately generative AI, we've always invested in the areas that deliver the most optimal, tangible business outcomes instead of focusing on the hype. For instance, we were the first vendor to roll out enterprise-ready generative answering. As generative answering starts to become more prominent in the customer experience, consumers will start to expect this from all brands. I think we'll see two key themes: more focus on data quality and unifying the customer experience. On the data quality point, large language models, LLMs, can be quite convincing when they hallucinate, so enterprises will need to invest in good data. This is where, at Coveo, we are so focused on relevancy. For over a decade, we've been investing in areas such as accessing confidential content securely, using AI to return relevant search results, building a feedback loop based on behavioral data. All of this helps us to provide the most relevant results that also feeds LLMs to generate answers based on facts. Then, on unifying the customer experience, there are so many points in the journey where customers can try to find answers or products. Multiple search bars and pages, chatbots, it can get confusing quickly on where to go to get assistance. There'll be more focus on providing a single experience so that customers don't need to worry about where to go, and instead the experience adjusts based on where the customer is at on their journey. We've started to make this vision a reality at Coveo by combining generative answers, search results, and facets all under the same search bar.
These benefits are truly compelling. It's clear that SAP Commerce Cloud and SAP Service Cloud customers can greatly enhance their customer experiences and drive business success with this solution. Now, let's take a closer look and dive into an integrated product demo from our friends at Coveo. Thank you.
We're now in Coveo's administration console, where business teams configure Coveo for their sites and applications. The best place to start is where the implementation journey begins, indexing all of your enterprise content. Wherever your content lives, Coveo can index this with either out-of-the-box connectors or more generic ones. For commerce, important content includes products and availability, such as the inventory in different stores. Here we're indexing data from one business within the Barker Group, Barker Engineering, a B2B which sells parts for boats. In commerce, customers don't just come to your site to buy products. They may have questions about the products they already own. And we can see here that we are also indexing blog articles from Barker Engineering that can also be recommended to customers. Whilst Barker Engineering uses Coveo, they are also an SAP Commerce Cloud customer, with its front end built from SAP composable storefronts. There are two different options for getting your data from SAP Commerce Cloud into Coveo, either using the SAP source available in Coveo to pull this data in a schedule, or through Coveo's connector with SAP Commerce to push data. This is a popular option, especially for Barker Engineering, who want to update the availability of products shown in search, product listings, and recommendations frequently. Each catalog source has an API endpoint that can be used to stream products to Coveo. Now, if we head over to the SAP Commerce back office, these catalog endpoints can be saved as consumed destinations, as shown here. And through Coveo's native connector with SAP Commerce, Coveo can be provided as a search provider option. This can be configured to your index where the underlying data available here can be pushed to Coveo instead of Solar. This is done through cron jobs, where the data can be pushed on a full load to keep data between Coveo and SAP in sync, and more frequent updates can be pushed to capture any changes that happen to products between the full load jobs. Now with this data index, Coveo-powered search, product listings, and recommendations can be added to your storefront. Let's imagine Vincent, a buyer at sailboat company, comes to buy some parts for his fleet. He's looking to buy equipment so he can take images of the sea terrain. As soon as he clicks into the search bar and starts typing, Coveo search suggestions based on recent searches and query suggestions kick in. There are also product suggestions that gives Vincent confidence that his search will yield results. He hits search for his query, sea terrain imaging. This is where the power of Coveo semantic search really shines through. You'll notice that none of the returned products contain the words terrain or imaging. However, the intent behind the query is a device that can take pictures of the seafloor, which is exactly what sonars are used for. Let's say Vincent goes on to check the computer product listings page. Coveo returns the correct set of products for that category. But given Vincent isn't logged in, he can't see his pricing entitlement that gives him a discount on these products. Let's duplicate this tab for comparison later. So when Vincent authenticates, Coveo returns the correct pricing for his buyer group. And if we compare to our logged out tab, Vincent sees lower pricing as expected. If Vincent is in a rush to buy a computer for a set of boats, he might want to check availability at his local store in Victoria. Because Coveo has indexed in-store availability, he can filter results and make sure the right computer is available for pickup. And as we can see here, the results have changed accordingly. Coveo's dynamic navigation experience auto-suggests the most relevant facets on this page and re-ranks them, even down to the values within the facet, over time based on popularity for a listing page or query term. We can see for computers, facets like processor and memory are being shown. We can also see that 16 gigabytes is a more popular facet value for Barker Engineering buyers. Whereas if we go check out portable GPS devices, these facets are being replaced by coverage, interface, and battery type. This is particularly useful for customers on Barker Engineering, where there is a broad range of categories and products are complex with different applicable facets. Clicking through on a product, Vincent can find useful information from Coveo recommendations, such as accessories also bought with handheld GPS devices, and other options in the same category. As we've highlighted before, customers may be looking for information about GPS devices that they already own. Coveo recommendations can also be used here to suggest relevant blog content. Let's say Vincent is interested in this GPS and adds it to cart. Now Vincent returns to the home page and searches for radio. We can see here that handheld radio devices are being recommended. These results are personalized to Vincent's in-session behavior, where he also viewed and added to cart handheld GPS devices. This is Coveo's intent-aware personalization kicking in, which personalizes query, product suggestions, and ranking of products on search and listings to the individual based on the intent detected in session. Now, if we compare this behavior to product suggestions for users landing on the site by opening a new incognito window, and also search for the query radio, we can see that larger radios are being suggested based on general popularity on site. We've seen here how Coveo can help buyers find the right products quickly and easily, which in turn increases conversions and drives more revenue for businesses. Coveo also gives business users the tools to add other context on top of AI through business rules, helping to achieve goals. As a business user, I have a dedicated interface for managing search, product listings, and recommendations. If we focus on product listings, I can see all of the pages that are powered by Coveo and can deep dive on a specific page. Let's pick surfboards. We can see through the link here that this is a listings page on our B2C storefront. We're immediately presented with useful insights on how this page is resonating with my customers, such as collected data from views, visitors, clicks, to those calculated, such as average click rank and revenue per visitor, all the way down to the performance of each product. Now, there's been a push across the business to release a new range of boards aimed at advanced surfers. I want to increase their prominence to make this category more engaging for these visitors. I can do so by creating a new ranking rule. I'm now presented with a visual editor so I can see the immediate impact of rules on this page. I can easily pin products to certain positions. But I can also boost based on any product attribute that has been indexed. In our catalog, we have a cat level attribute that specifies if a board is for an advanced user, and it's these exact boards that I want to boost. I can quickly see here which boards will be boosted and by how much. The Coveo Merchandising Hub provides similar capabilities for adding rules based on search queries or recommendation slots. As discussed in the Q&A, enterprises need to more than sell. They need to support customers with their products and help them resolve any issues. Let's show you how Coveo helps to deliver relevant support in all service channels. We're back to our sources page in the Coveo admin UI. To deliver great service, you will need to make articles, documentation, videos, or even cases inside of SAP Service Cloud easy for customers and agents to access. Coveo connects to more than 30 content sources out of the box with just a click. All of this content is unified and can be reviewed inside of Coveo. Once indexed, each piece of content is embedded and represented as vectors, which means search can not only be done on keyword matching, but also semantically to address the user intent behind the query. Content is also broken down into chunks, with each chunk also being embedded onto a multi-dimensional vector space. This enables search at the chunk level, which we'll explore the importance of later. Coveo can then be integrated into any digital experience, such as bots, apps, as you see here, a support site to power search recommendations and generated answers, regardless of the platform or CMS used to build the support site. We're looking at Barker Help. Barker is a fictitious global brand specializing in boats and water sports accessories, and they're using Coveo to help customers resolve their issues faster. Let me introduce you to John the Sailor. John is currently on this boat trip with his family. He uses Barker's Skipper app to map out his journey. However, he is experiencing a few issues. He's looking for a quick fix so they can keep on sailing, so logs in to Barker Help. As soon as John has authenticated, his Coveo recommendations on the homepage are personalized based on the product he owns and his previous search and clicks on the support portal. Let's continue our journey to find out how John can get GPS working on his Barker Skipper app. Despite there being a typo in the query, Coveo's query suggestions can help guide the user to relevant queries that would lead to better search results. We can see in the search results a mixture of content from YouTube, Barker Skipper articles, and documentation. But what really has a significant impact on helping John resolve his issue is the generated answer shown at the top of the page. This is through Coveo's latest Relevance Generative Answering solution. Through a retrieval augmented generation approach, we can take advantage of Coveo's intelligent search results to retrieve the most relevant content and chunks from these results across the different sources and pass that as context to an LLM. This means the answer is grounded in facts, avoiding hallucinations, which could be detrimental to an enterprise business. John has given confidence that he can trust this answer thanks to the citations below. John has been able to self-serve here without needing to create a case, resulting in a better customer experience. Let's say John has another issue where he does indeed need to create a case and starts filling out the support form. As John types in the title and the body of the case, Coveo's case classification helps the customer here by automatically tagging it with the affected product and the type of problem. This makes it easier for John to submit the case, but also helps route the case to the service agents with the right expertise, so they can support John as quickly as possible. Again, as John proceeds, he is automatically shown a generated answer and relevant results to help him resolve his issue and potentially deflect the case. Let's assume John wasn't able to find an answer and submits the case. This is where Coveo's native integration with SAP Service Cloud comes in. One of our Barker Helps agents, Didier, logs into SAP Service Cloud and checks out recent cases. And within here, he can find the case that's just been submitted. As soon as Didier opens the case, something special happens. Coveo widgets appear on the page, contextualized to the content of the case. We can see here in the center widget that a hosted Coveo search page shows results based on the case with a generated answer. And the insight panel on the right allows the agent to access the related content to resolve the case. They can attach, copy, plus other actions in their response to the customer. A differentiator here is that the agent can access more than just cases available in SAP and the knowledge base, but search through other types of content available in the Barker enterprise, from documentation to videos. An exciting feature on the Coveo roadmap is to bring in user actions into the SAP Service Agent console. This way, the agent has context into what articles the customers interacted with, which will help them compose a relevant answer to the case and avoid sending content the customer has already seen. Overall, we've shown how Coveo can improve the customer experience by helping customers self-serve, in turn reducing costs of the business through less case submissions. And for the cases that do come through, agents are more efficient with access to information across the enterprise to resolve cases faster, once again reducing costs. Before jumping into these demos, we spoke about where we believe the future is going and the role that generated answers will play. Instead of having multiple experiences for users to get advice, support, and purchase products, we believe in having that single intent search box, somewhere where customers can search for products but also get information, so that when customers search for queries like important GPS features for fishing, Generated Answering is helping to educate me as I research the right GPS for my boat. This answer is generated by using indexed blog articles. Where we're investing next is understanding important product attributes that exist in the answer, such as water resistance and long battery life, which can then be used to search through the product catalogue and recommend relevant products, bridging knowledge to product discovery. Whilst these long queries may be a minority on your site today, expect this to shift as consumers get used to natural language and digital experiences, as evident with ChatGPT, just like how Netflix raised consumer expectations with recommendations. This is an active area of research, and we're working closely with our customers to explore the best user experience for combining products with generated answers. In summary, we've shown how Coveo makes it easier for your buyers and shoppers to find the right products, in turn boosting conversions and driving more revenue for your business. Coveo can also help your customers and agents self-serve, reducing costs again. Finally, we've spoken about the role GenAI will play in revolutionizing the customer experience through generated answers, making your brand not just a point of sale, but a destination in your industry, increasing customer loyalty. Thanks for listening.
Welcome to the world of SAP Intelligent CX. Our comprehensive suite of applications seamlessly integrates front-end and back-end systems, providing a unified and streamlined approach to managing customer interactions. We incorporate artificial intelligence that allows your team to work smarter and faster, and our industry-tailored use cases and partner ecosystem empowers organizations to deliver extraordinary experiences, build lasting relationships, and drive sustainable growth. Our composable SAP Customer Experience suite enables leading brands to understand and protect customer data, increase lifetime value with personalized journeys, close more business faster, drive consistently profitable commerce outcomes, and deliver automated and agent-assisted service. Learn how you can deliver extraordinary customer experiences. Visit sap.com/cx.